Okay, we're back, and now we're back with the buzzers. We have 3- and 4-point questions. If you get it early enough, you could get a PowerPoint with up to 4 points. So let's start with this one. He's cast his father in small parts, and his directorial debut was the science fiction film Nomads. He's directed 2 remakes of Norman Jewison films, The Thomas Crown Affair and Rollerball, and 2 Die Hard movies, Die Hard and Die Hard with a Vengeance. Steve?
John McTiernan.
That's correct. For 3 points, puts you to 23. In a 1903 silent by Walter Hagar, they are two boys tracked down by the landlord's hunters. The rescuers down under saved a golden eagle from one. Steve?
Saved a golden poacher.
That's correct. Yes, poachers is what we're looking for. 3 points on that. You're up to 26. Her characters have been in love with a Nazi guard, a chimpanzee, and Woody Allen. One wonders which was most difficult. In the 2003 film Swimming Pool, she played a mystery writer who becomes obsessed with her publisher's... Steve?
Diane Keaton.
No, I'll finish the question. With her publisher's daughter's affairs. Name this British actress who played sexy roles in such films as The Damned, Farewell My Lovely, and The Night Porter. Andrew?
Charlotte Rampling.
Charlotte Rampling is right. For 3 points, you're up to 9. He incorporated the vocalizations of mental patients at the Australian hospital where he worked as an orderly into his early music. A member of the group SPK, their song In Fragrante Delicto was used in his first movie score, Dead Calm. Named this New Zealand-born composer of the soundtracks for the 2005 Assault on Precinct 13, Man of the Year, and the television series CSI Miami. No, Steve?
John Williams.
No? Sure, why not?
You like
For a
that
music question, why not, John Williams? Jason?
Danny Elfman.
No? Always yet another guess? Sure. Andrew? No? Not going to guess the other one, Randy Newman to guess. This one is named Graham Revel. Graham Revel was the answer. Okay, everybody back in. Sir Bowen, accompanied by Brother Gilbert and a girl named Kara, seek to topple Bowen's former student, the evil king Einon. Along the way, Bowen befriends a dragon with a Scottish accent, and the pair run a scam where Bowen charges villagers. Jason?
Dragonheart?
That's correct for 3 points, and it puts you to 20. Although born in Italy, he lived in Vienna since he was 16. Kapellmeister to the Austrian throne for 36 years, he is presented on the screen as a mediocrity. Steve?
Salieri.
That's correct for 3 points. He was jealous of Mozart in Amadeus. Like Groucho Marx, he shares my birthday. He wrote a number of screenplays, including 21 Days, Loser Takes All, St. Joan, The Third Man, and The Comedians. Name its writer, Steve.
Graham Greene.
That is correct for 3 points, puts you up to 32, and of course he shares his name with a Native American actor. All right, Miles Massey is a successful divorce attorney who suddenly finds himself falling for the many times married and divorced Marilyn Rexroth. After he successfully defends her last husband, Rex Rexroth, from a multi-million-dollar settlement, she hires him to write the uncrackable Massey prenup in her next marriage to Texas oil man Howard Doyle. Name this Coen Brothers movie starring Catherine Zeta-Jones. Steve?
Unbearable Cruelty.
No. And Jason?
Intolerable Cruelty.
Intolerable Cruelty was the title.
Thanks, Steve.
Just gave him the right hint. 3 points there. You're up to 23, Jason. She starred in the original Angels in the Outfield as a women's magazine writer profiling the hapless Pittsburgh Pirates. She filmed Touch of Evil with a broken arm, playing the newlywed bride. Steve?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, I'll finish the question. Newlywed bride of a Mexican lawman. Name this actress who has a cameo with her daughter in Halloween H2O, complaining about a malfunction.
Janet
Jason?
Janet Leigh.
Janet Leigh is correct.
Terrible.
Steve gave you some more help there. Yeah, so, of course, in Psycho, shower scene. He earned money for his first film running bingo games, although he's best known for his documentaries. Canadian Bacon was a non. Jason?
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore, that's right. 4-3, you're up to 29. In an 1896 Edison short, a woman and a little girl are feeding chickens, but according to the title, also these birds. It's the animal Roy Batty releases as he dies in Steve.
Pigeons.
No, I'll finish this.
Carrier pigeon?
What is the symbol of peace? Recent Blade Runner, Jason?
Dove.
Dove. Take this dove. All right. So you're up to 32. Born and raised in Philadelphia, he gave up a scholarship to MIT to be a rapper. In Enemy of the State, he played a D.C. attorney. Jason?
Will Smith.
That's right. 4-3, and you're up to 35. It appears in the movies Boogie Nights, Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo, and Remember the Titans. Part of the lyrics are spoken, and the narrator describes a dream in which he is the star of a Hollywood movie, is brought before every kind of woman, and one of them whispers the chorus in his ear. Name this 1970 hit by Eric Burdon and War. No? Anyone knows that one? It's called Spill the Wine. It featured an all-star cast with Bob Newhart playing a character that in the original novel was described as resembling Henry Fonda. Orson Welles, Art Garfunkel, and Alan Arkin were among the other actors in this anti-war black comedy. Set, Jason.
MASH.
No, I'll finish the question. Set in the Mediterranean theater during World War II. Name this 1970 Mike Nichols film based on a classic Joseph Heller novel with a title. Steve.
Catch-22.
That is correct for 3 points, and you're up to 35. Born Marie Dancanto, she kissed her boyfriend and put him in a coma, forcing her to run away to Alberta. She dated Iceman and touched Pyro in order to use his powers to put out Jason.
Rogue.
That is correct for 3 points. Rogue of the X-Men. The only movie he produced but did not appear in was the obscure gangster comedy Crooked Lines. He was both producer and star of Starsky and Hutch, where he played David Starsky, the serious by-the-book. Andrew.
Ben Stiller.
That is correct for 3 points, which you up to 12. Set in the year 2026, it tells a story of class struggle as a labor leader becomes friends with the son of the man who runs the city. It was re-released in 1984 with a rock soundtrack. Andrew.
1984.
No, I'll finish the question. With a rock soundtrack produced by Giorgio Moroder. Name this classic Fritz Lang silent who's soaring. Steve.
Metropolis.
That is correct for 3 points, and you've tied it up at 38. Born in what is now Russia, he was a successful actor in East Germany until the government blacklisted him and he went to West Germany. In the game, he played Anson Bear, the CEO of a publishing company specializing in children's books. Name this actor who won an Academy Award nomination. Andrew.
Michael Douglas.
I'll finish the question. Won an Academy Award nomination for playing the tyrannical father Peter Helfgott in Shine. Steve?
Jeffrey Rush.
No. Jason, do you know this one?
No.
No, that was Armin Mueller-Stahl. Okay. The first female graduate of the AFI Conservatory, her father, Paul, was a producer and director of low-budget movies you've never heard of in the 1970s and 80s. She wrote for television before directing episodes of L.A. Law, China Beach, and ER. Named as director of the films The Peacemaker, Deep Impact, and Pay It Forward. Steve?
Amy Heckerling.
No. Any guess any more female directors? No. That was Mimi Later. And that'll end the third round. We'll have the latter round coming up next. Here's a question for you at home. You stay tuned there.